Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. The calendar has been circled for this one for quite some time. Throughout the offseason, anticipation for an early-in-the-year top 5 clash. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Horned Frogs will kick it off to get us underway. Fair catch called for and made. On first down, here comes this offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy woo-woo, throwing around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
The give to the running back from the shotgun. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. He just can't take a play off. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that, too.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. The back goes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Snap it to the back. Gets behind those pads, picks up 4 on the play, but it's still a 4th down and 3. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. It's complete on the right side. Into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bringing it out. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Unloads quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Dances away. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the right. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do with it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his position.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now the pitch. Just buried it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 7, TCU 0.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Number 3 with the carry.
And he tacks on the extra point.
The extra point.
They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak.
Number 15 set to hit this load.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Going to the ground. The Tigers have a first down. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physicality. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
He'll keep it himself. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that, too, because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Quick strike complete. Open space at the 25. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
A designed run for the quarterback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Trying play action. Now improvising. He's going to take off. His senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down. LSU right back to the line. The running back has it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Texas A&M found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in College Station. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new Top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Pass to Stetson, still on his feet. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on second down from the 5. He's looking to throw. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got out of trouble and throws. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, the defense comes up with a huge play here in the first half. They did a great job getting the QB to move, and then they rallied to a football and an ill-advised throw. They come away with the takeaway, and their offense now is going to have the ball in the opponent's territory.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Steps away to find some room. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then...
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Using the quick game. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Going up top on first down. Going for the big play. And he intercepts it. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. They'll immediately call timeout.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they've got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapon.
Going downfield for the big play. He caught it! Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frog!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the left side. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
He wants to throw here on second down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
He's just Johnny on the spot. That's now his second interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
Off the play fake on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got it. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown LSU! And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Illinois is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Smashes through. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Horned Frogs want to move quickly. The run to the left. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. And the Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Give to the running back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. powers through the defender. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
He'll take it himself. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Second down coming up.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete in the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for this offense. They'll move the running back to try to force. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Caught in the backfield, it's Terrell. Still running at the 40. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are
He's loose. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little time. He's got the tight end. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, LSU 35, TCU 21.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They want to run it left here. At the 35, he's got room. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. Might as well give it to him again. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Second down.
They'll give it to the back. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Horned Frogs are flying down the field. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. On second down, they'll take to the air. They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And it's caught inside the 20. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
The option look. Now the toss. Plows through the defense. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14.
Third down coming.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, he drops to throw. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Got it.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And after failing to get that fourth down, it is basically desperation point now. Their defense has to come up with a quick takeaway or at least get a fast 3 and out to give themselves a chance to crawl back into this one.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback checking off. To the air, it's Casey. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. And he's running in the open. The tag. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the catch down the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. Hit as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. He's looking for a man on second down. It's complete. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. They're trying to get to it. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires into the end zone. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment, calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect, and then he does that, drops the ball right in his hands.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Lets it fly on the move. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And a short run there, and that'll end it. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.